Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Doris, in this one, we've got two very good shooting teams that love to focus on that 3 ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the 3-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
Now, here's Strus. Allen's shot is off. Prince looking around. Lopez outside. Garland against Lillard. 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
Allen against Lopez. It's tipped.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
That free throw, no good. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
He hits the second from the line. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin, winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Lillard outside. Down low. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lillard's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Mitchell outside. Antetokounmpo against Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
wants a t-shirt, make some noise. Okay, fans, it's t-shirt time. Get out of your seats and show us you want one. It's time for t-shirts.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in.
Hunter.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Giannis with it. Garland picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. The first free throw is good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, Giannis, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
Kuzma outside. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Garland. Mobley wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
With the floater. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Lillard against Garland. Prince outside. There's the lob, and Kumbo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Garland looking it over. There's the drive over Lillard, and again it's Cleveland.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Garland against Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Mobley with the block. And here is Garland. Here's Mitchell. Lopez with the block. Antetokounmpo against Mobley. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That one on Mobley. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Outside Garland sinks the triple. Garland's got 9 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. Evan Mobley is out there with Hunter. And it's Green, then it's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Here's Jerome, following the basket by Giannis. Mobley left side. Pass to Okoro. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. And that one no good to start him off on the night. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Jerome, guarded by Porter. Jerome passes to Mobley. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game so far.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Max Strus comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Garland in for Green. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now here's Giannis. Following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Wade. Here's Jerome. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Garland.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
On the wing, Giannis. Covered by Hunter. Here's Giannis. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Pass to Strus. Out to the right wing. Jerome traps in the tray.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. And then for Cleveland, Okiki's checked in for Dean Wade. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Lopez. He has yet to score. Kuzma outside. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. High arcing shot. And stolen by Kuzma. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. and that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Thompson, a screen on Prince. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Prince in the post. Covered by Mitchell. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson, a screen on Prince. For 3, Mitchell. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It goes on Taurean Prince. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. That one is no good. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And he nails the 3rd.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. This one for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. He has 7. Connects from 3-point range.
From 3-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Kuzma outside. Garland against Lillard. Will it go? The kick out to Lopez. A baseline jam. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
Boy, Brook Lopez, no hesitation. Feathery touch for a big man. Love it.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Now, here's Mitchell. Over Prince. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland. Mitchell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. Lillard surveying the D. Lets a floater go. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Mitchell outside. Thompson against Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma passes to Lillard. Lopez, a screen on Strus. Lillard from outside. That one doesn't go. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers on top as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here is Lillard, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Outside Garland to the inside. And that one's good, Mitchell. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Young. He's got 15, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That'll put Brook Lopez on the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Lopez. One shot.
The free throw off from Lopez.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Lillard against Garland. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis flies the other way. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Back to Mitchell. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Kuzma, that's good.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. And here's Strus for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get foul, fans. On the court is your Bucks squad. The loudest section gets a free t-shirt. What area?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Kuzma with a screen on Garland. Here's Lillard. Pass to Kuzma. Mobley comes with the double team. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good on the three. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Good D by Lopez.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Mobley with the block.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Trent's checked in for the Bucks. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen, a screen on Lillard. Garland dishes to Mobley. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo, and here's the fast break. Here's Lillard. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Lays it up and banks it in.
We know unequivocally Evan Mobley has length. He's got timing. This guy eats up rebounds.
Antetokounmpo inside. Mobley's there. And Giannis gets it to go. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Antetokounmpo against Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trent against Mitchell. Prince with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 14. Pass to Strus. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
That free throw missing.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and it's Portis in for Antetokounmpo. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw. And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Back to Garland. And the layup falls. And it's 13 points for Darius Garland.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. checked in for Milwaukee. Kevin Porter comes in for Taurean Prince. Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jerome comes in for Garland. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Mobley. Pass to Jerome. Back to Mobley. Okoro passes to Jerome. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. For 3, Hunter buries it from three-point range. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Lillard attacking. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now, here's Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Portis. For 3, Hunter. Not going to go that time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Max Strus is out there with the Okoro. Then there's Garland. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Trent, a screen on Garland. Porter kicks to Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Okoro with it. Here's Jerome. Outside Garland. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Pass to Garland. And here's Strus. Hunter, the pass to Strus. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside, Green. Back to Giannis. With the fadeaway. Garland with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Hunter kicks to Strus. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. Then for the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Hunter. Evan Mobley comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Ty Jerome. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. Mobley against Giannis. Lopez a screen on Mobley. And it's Giannis missing. Cleveland leading by 3. Mitchell outside. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Mobley. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Prince. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the points coming for them now, Greg and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Oh, they get it back. Mobley outside. Strus passes to Garland. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. They get the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Giannis dishes to Lillard. The three. Again, the miss by Lillard. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, this guy has got tremendous length and hops. Jared Allen makes it easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
It's time for the dance stand. When you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And it's Strus missing. Giannis passes to Lillard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The free throw drops for Lillard.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Mobley. Good D by Giannis. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Get loud, man. Let him hear it. Who wants a t-shirt?
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the crossover, good!
Absolutely fearless as Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Oh, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Garland. Here's Antetokounmpo. Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Shot clock at 6. Lopez, a screen on Strus. Buries the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
Outside Garland. Got it!
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Donovan, there's been some rough patches recently, but it didn't look like that tonight.
That's behind us, man. We got to go out there and play like we have been. You know, the emotion we have, the energy we have, we got to just come out there and fight. You know, people can say what they want, but we're coming back to fight, man, and we're gonna play like we're supposed to and trust each other, and we got to keep it going.
Good start to that tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Darius Garland.